What is going on, guys? Manny here, finally back with another video for you guys, bringing you guys the first 5 battles I did in the new Premier Cup for Go Battle League. Obviously, the Premier Cup is Master League without Mythicals and Legendaries, which is what I was waiting for because I was tired of Dialgas nonstop, and that exploit that was going around earlier in the month basically ruined Go Battle League for me, so I was just waiting for that to get fixed. But yeah, so I've been loving Premier Cup, been doing a lot of battles, so obviously the videos will be coming back. But let's just get right into the battles here. So going on to the first battle here against Pokemon Lotto. And again, I'll have my team on screen for you guys with the movesets. So, gonna be going with the Swampert against the Metagross. Obviously, I'm gonna have Swampert as my lead, and as you see here, I'm actually running Sludge Wave over Earthquake on Swampert, just because I really don't feel like you need Earthquake right now. I might switch it up later, but Sludge Wave is basically just for that Togekiss matchup, if it gets to the point where I can actually launch a Sludge Wave. So, but obviously you see my opponent switched into Gyarados. I immediately switched into Togekiss, and Gyarados is actually a problem for this team. As you can see, Gyarados doing quite a bit of damage to Togekiss here, so those waterfalls are adding up. I go for the Ancient Power, hoping to get the shield. They don't shield it, which was a good call on them because that didn't KO the Gyarados, but they end up switching out to Metagross, taking out my Togekiss. So I go ahead and bring in Swampert here, hoping to get a shield, which I do. So I knew that they were expecting that to be an Earthquake. I'm gonna go ahead and also use a shield myself, which is going to be a Psychic, which would have done a good amount of damage. But I was expecting Meteor Mash, because Meteor Mash is kind of more of the effective move to use here. So go ahead and launch another Hydro Cannon. They shield once again, and I'm going to go ahead and launch another Hydro Cannon here because Swampert is just so spammy. So as you can see, does a good amount of damage there. And I'm going to go ahead and switch into my own Metagross here to go ahead and catch, which I'm going to believe is going to be Meteor Mash, but it's another Psychic. So as you can see here, Meteor Mash is the better move because they're going to go ahead and launch one here, and just look at the amount of damage this Meteor Mash does compared to Psychic. Does basically twice the amount of damage, if not more. So Meteor Mash is definitely the way to go. And then my opponent quits, so I'm assuming they had a Togekiss or something that was weak to Metagross and or Swampert in the back. So I'm going to go ahead for my next opponent here. Once again, we're in the same scenario, Swampert versus Metagross, and we're just going to, farm up some energy here. I'm going to basically try to build up to 1.5 Hydro Cannons. I probably could have farmed up to 2, to be honest, but so I'm going to go ahead and launch that. They don't shield it. They bring in their Dragonite. I farm up just a little bit and then immediately switch into Togekiss here. Now, again, in this matchup, the only really move I need to watch out for is Hurricane, but it's kind of easy to tell when they're going to use it depending on how fast they launch a fast attack. So I know this is going to be Dragon Claw, so I don't need to worry about it. It does little to no damage, and just basically just farm down the Dragonite. They go ahead and bring in Metagross, which I was expecting them to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and launch the Ancient Power. I do get the shield, and I also do get the buff. So I decide to say screw it and just stay in this matchup, because with the buff now, so I go ahead and launch the shield. With the buff now, as you can see here, I can basically almost beat this Metagross. Now, they do get the charge move off right away. So I am going to let this go, and once again, it's a Psychic. So I'm assuming this person doesn't have Meteor Mash, or they just weren't using it for whatever reason. But I take down their Metagross with Swampert. They're bringing Rhyperior, and it's basically GG's at this point. They go ahead and shield the first one. And obviously, with Swampert being so spammy, I'm going ahead and launch another Hydro Cannon here. Basically, almost one-shots the Rhyperior, and then once again, my opponent here quits as well. So I guess they just didn't want to get the you lose screen, but it is what it is. Going on to the third battle here, we end up in the Swampert Mirror Match. Now, depending on how shields are used here, this can go either way. So right here, my opponent launches a Hydro Cannon immediately. So obviously I'm not going to shield that. I am going to build to 2 Hydro Cannons here, so now I can, launch them back to back. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the first one. They don't shield. And then I go ahead and switch into Togekiss to catch this Hydro Cannon here. So I'm not going to shield this here. Do whatever damage I can. And I was expecting them to switch into Metagross, which they do. And here at this point, I know I can get to a Flamethrower in time. So I'm going to go ahead and launch that because they are committing to the farm down. And again, hoping just to get a shield. And I do have that extra Hydro Cannon ready to go once my Togekiss goes down here. So there it is. Going to go ahead and launch the Hydro Cannon. Expecting to get a shield. If I do, that'd be awesome. And they don't shield the first one, which is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and shield this. Again, expecting the Meteor Mash. and it's an Earthquake. So obviously, both moves would have KO'd there. And I'm just gonna farm up some extra energy, and then switch into my own Metagross. And they were going for another Earthquake there since they didn't launch the Meteor Mash, so I just able to farm down. And then they bring in Garchomp, which Garchomp is actually can be kind of annoying because these Sand Tombs here are gonna add up. So you can see here, Sand Tomb, super effective, does a decent amount for you know, not being a very powerful move, but it's mainly just a debuff attack. So I've been debuffed once, as you can see here. They are going to launch another Sand Tomb, which is going to debuff me once again, and almost actually KO my Metagross here. So I'm going to go ahead and launch another Meteor Mash, which is almost going to KO the Garchomp here, and I'm actually almost able to feint out to farm down the Garchomp. And then right here they launch another Sand Tomb, so I am going to have to shield this, and I'm going to be able to farm down this Garchomp. And then I do have the Hydro Cannon ready for his own Pokemon here, which is going to get me the win. So yeah, if I didn't have that extra Hydro Cannon, I would have lost that. So GG's to my opponent there. Going on to the next battle here, and this is going to be a battle with the first time I see a Machamp lead here. So Machamp, a lot of people are leading Machamp sometimes too for that Metagross, but Metagross can actually beat Machamp in the right circumstance. So they go ahead and launch a Cross Chop here, which I'm actually just going to let this go because obviously having the advantage to count fast attacks is always nice. So I do build up to 2 Hydro Cannons so I can spam them if needed. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the first one here. They do shield it, and then I immediately switch into Togekiss. I'm expecting a switch into Metagross, but they switch into Gyarados, which again, Gyarados can be a problem, but I'm a little surprised they switched into Gyarados here because, spoiler alert, they do have a Metagross on their team. So I'm going to go ahead and launch an Ancient Power. They do shield it, so now they're down both their shields, and I'm basically just going to be able to farm down this Gyarados here. I'm going to shield this attack as well because either Crunch, Hydro Pump, or Outrage would have done, basically would have knocked me out. Oh, sorry, they don't have a Togekiss, or they don't have a Metagross. They have a Togekiss. I don't know why I thought Metagross, but this is what they should have switched into beforehand, instead of bringing in that Gyarados, because now I'm just able to farm down the Togekiss, and you can see they quit. So I don't know why I thought they had a Metagross in the back. So yeah, my mistake. Whatever. Going on to the next battle, we have Mamoswine, another Pokemon that I haven't really looked into for Master League. I know it's really good, obviously, against like Togekiss and the Dragon types for the Ice attack and everything. But against Swampert here, as you can see, the Avalanche does decent amount of damage, and then they immediately switched out. And I saw this is where Sludge Wave is going to come in handy, doing massive damage to his Togekiss. So I'm going to go ahead and switch into Metagross and just farm down. So now they have another Pokemon in the form of Mamoswine that's going to be super weak, and then they go ahead and bring in the shiny Conkeldurr, which I'm super jealous of. That's a shiny that I do want, but is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch 2 Meteor Mashes here, and you can see they shielded the first one, and they shield the second one. So now they're down both their shield, which is great for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and shield this Dynamic Punch, which would KO my Metagross, and they're actually able to get to another one, which I'm gonna shield this one as well. So there's that one. And I'm going to go ahead and switch into Togekiss and just farm down Conkeldurr here. They bring in Mamoswine. Obviously, it's going to be beating Togekiss. So I'm just going to launch an Ancient Power. Just do whatever damage I can before falling victim to the Avalanche here, which will be coming up in a second. So this will KO the Togekiss, which is completely fine. And I'm just going to bring in my Metagross. I could have farmed down if I really wanted to, but it is what it is, and just launched the Meteor Mash for the win. So that is 5-0 in my first set of Go Battle League. I'm gonna already went ahead and claim the encounter reward. It was a Snivy, nothing too impressive, but yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.
Those medical pills are push me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These heads and no fuse won't